For today's session, guys, we will discuss about simplifying fractions, and we have two objectives. First, you should be able to identify if a given fraction is simplified or not. And second, you should be able to simplify fractions in any method. Now, what is simplifying fraction? Simplifying or reducing means to make the fraction as simple as possible by dividing both the numerator and the denominator by the same number. Now, why do we need to discuss or why do we need to study this simplifying fraction? Simplifying fraction is very important in adding, multiplying, subtracting, and dividing fractions. And we all know that these operations are very important in our daily lives. Like for example, if you want to go to grocery, or cooking, or foods, or even music. Now, how to identify if a given fraction is simplified or not simplified? Fraction is not yet simplified if you can still divide the numerator and the denominator by a certain number. Like for example, 4 over 6. 4 over 6 is not yet simplified. Why? Because we can still divide both the numerator and the denominator by a certain number, which is 2. Do you understand, class? Now let's try. Identify if the given fraction is simplified or not yet simplified. You can pause the video and answer it first. Now let's try to answer. 3 over 8, is it simplified or not yet simplified? Answer, it is simplified because we can no longer divide 3 and 8 by a certain number. How about 10 over 25? It's not yet simplified because 10 and 25, we can still divide them by a certain number, like for example, 5. Now, how to simplify fraction? You can simplify fraction by simply dividing the numerator and the denominator by the GCF, what we call the greatest common factor. Now, 8 over 12. What is the GCF of 8 and 12? It's 4. So we will divide the numerator and the denominator by 4. So 8 divided by 4 is 2, and 12 divided by 4 is 3. So meaning 8 over 12 in simplest form is 2 over 3. What about 12 over 36? What is the GCF of 12 and 36? It's correct, it's 12. So we will divide 12 and 36 by 12. So 12 divided by 12, it will give us 1. And 36 divided by 12, it will give us 3. So 12 over 36 is 1 over 3 in simplified form. Now, what if I don't know how to find the GCF? I don't know how to find I don't know how to calculate the GCF. That's not a problem. Now, try to exactly divide only whole numbers. Take note of that. Both the top and bottom of the fraction by 2, 3, 5, 7, etc. until we can go any further. Meaning, you will going to divide the numerator and the denominator by any number until you reach a fraction wherein you can't divide it anymore. Like for example, 15 over 45. What number can you divide 15 and 45? It's obvious we can divide both of them by 5. So we will divide 15 and 45 by 5. 15 divided by 5 will give us 3, and 45 divided by 5, it will give us 9. So there is 3 over 9. Is that the final answer? Not yet, because we can still divide 3 and 9 by a certain number, which is 3. So we will divide again 3 and 9 by 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1, and 9 divided by 3 is 3. Can we still divide 1 and 3? No, we cannot divide it anymore, so meaning that's the final answer. So 15 over 45 is 1 over 3 in simplified term. Now it's your turn. Simplify the following fractions in any method. I'll give you time to think and to solve. Now if you're done, let's check. 18 over 24 in simplified form, that is 3 over 4. What about 32 out of 40, that is 4 over 5. That's it. That's how you simplify fractions using GCF. And if you don't know how to use GCF, you can find another way, which is dividing the numerator and the denominator by any number until you reach a numerator and the denominator that you can't divide anymore. That's it for today, guys. I hope you learned something. If you do, please comment down below and please don't forget to subscribe and like my video. Goodbye and see you next time.